If I can click the button, I can turn my microphone on. Hey, everybody. Jason Akers with Green Acres Pest Control. I'm early. I'm early today because the last several months that I've been coming on and doing my live streams, maybe I'm just getting old. Maybe I'm just working hard. I'm always working. But I am here early because I get too tired. It's 5 o'clock. I'm here. I figured I might as well go ahead and stream because I don't want to be falling asleep, yawning, exhausted, and not able to really hold a conversation because maybe I'm just getting too old to be on at nighttime. I've got that point where the kids run me ragged. I work all the time. And so I figured I would come on here and talk to you guys now. So hopefully we can get some questions answered. If I know most people don't expect me on until after 9, but I'm here and I'm available. So I might still yawn because I'm still always tired because that's how it is when you have a whole bunch of kids. I don't have a lot of kids. I only have 4, but hopefully I'll be able to answer people's questions and then I don't have to worry about coming on here. I always feel awful when I get on at night and then I have to leave so early. Like last week, I could only hang out here for like 35, 40 minutes. And then I had to go to bed because it was just, I was tired. I was exhausted. And my youngest is actually taking a nap right now anyway. So yes, I'm here. Someone said I need some green tea. Green tea tastes like dirt. I don't like green tea. Green tea's, ugh, I don't like it. I'm not a tea drinker. I'm more of a coffee drinker. But I don't like green tea. Green tea always tastes weird. Like, I don't know. It just tastes weird. I don't like it. Hi, I've been watching your videos. I did my first treatment last Saturday. I had a small infestation, but I think I'm on the right path doing beds, couches, but I have not seen a live one yet. Good. Good deal. Oh. I shared the channel with a friend having issues with fruit flies. I've got a video on fruit flies. I talk about how to make traps and how to get them, catch them, and it works. Let me see. YouTube.com/Green Acres PC. We go to the channel, and everyone should actually click the subscribe button if you haven't already. But if we search fruit flies right here, that's right there, fruit fly solution. Watch that video. That's a really good video on fruit flies. Let's see, share, copy, and we'll paste it in chat. There you go, for fruit flies. So with a small infestation of bed bugs, so Anna asks, I did crossfire. How many treatments do you think we should do for a small infestation? All right, so what I tell people is if you are a novice, like I've been in pest control all my life, I understand a lot about it. I do it all the time. I'm going to be a lot more professional, and I'm going to miss a lot fewer. I mean, it's not that I won't miss places. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I make mistakes. We're all human, and sometimes, we make mistakes. But I am less likely to make a mistake because I do it all the time. So what I tell people that aren't professionals, and even professionals, it may be not a bad idea to go in and treat your house once a month for 3 months, whether you see a bug or not, just to kind of cross all your bases and make sure that you are successful. The price that you pay to treat your house once a month for 90 days is not even like, it doesn't even come close to one treatment you would pay for pest control to come out and treat your house. And so that's why I recommend just doing it once a month. Just do it. When I first started in bedbug work, I used to do 90-day services. I would do once a month for 90 days. The only reason I started going to less often, once every, I'm trying to fix my monitor. My monitor's all messed up. The reason I started doing one service a month, and then just having people call me, is because when I would go back on my second and third visits, I wasn't finding anything alive. But I'm also extremely thorough. I've been doing this for a long time. Assume that you will not get rid of your problem after one treatment, that you will need multiple treatments. Just assume that from the get-go. If you don't have problems after your second treatment, after your third treatment, you probably got rid of them after the first treatment, but you don't know. It takes 30 days. This is the industry standard. You need to go 30 days without receiving a bite or seeing a bug or anything like that, to assume that you don't have any more bed bugs. So living in the house, if you're living in the house, okay, with a rental that maybe people aren't living there right now, figure on 6 to 9 months it takes to get rid of them, because there's no blood meal to draw them out. There's no one living in the house to draw the bed bugs out into the chemical. So figure on 6 to 9 months. You may have to treat once a month for 6 to 9 months. That's just because no one's there. No one's there as a food source. No one's there to entice the bed bugs to come out and bite, so they don't, and they stay hidden away. Now, they'll eventually wander around as they look for something to eat and they get hungry, but because they're not finding anything to eat, because they're crawling out and getting in the chemical, eventually they die. But like I said, if it's a vacant property, 6 to 9 months. If it's an active property, 1 to 3 months is how long it takes to get rid of bed bugs. So I don't want people to just assume they can get rid of their bed bug problem with one treatment. A lot of people can, and a lot of people have. But I also know people that have not been able to get rid of bed bugs after their first treatment. And when they're unsuccessful, they just assume that it's just not going to work at all. And that's not the case. Sometimes it takes more than one treatment to get rid of bed bugs. It's the same way with me. Sometimes it takes more than one for me to get rid of them too. So don't assume that it's not working. Just give it another shot. Can I talk about bird mites? So bird mites are something that come from outside. They come from birds and other types of avian type animals, like, chickens, pigeons, starlings, robins, and other birds. And they live outside. So if you have bird mites local to your area and you're getting bird mites in your house, they will bite you, and you need to treat regularly once a month for a long time. Bird mites are not something that just go away with one treatment. You have to treat your house regularly because they're coming from outside. You need to treat inside the house, and you need to treat outside the house. You need to treat around all your windows, your doors, your eaves, your overhangs, your gutters, places that birds like to roost on your house. Don't let birds roost on your house. If you've got birds nesting like above your front door, or maybe in a wreath it's time of year, people are going to start putting, Thanksgiving and Christmas wreaths on their door. A lot of times birds will roost in there. Don't let them do that. Knock the nest down before they start laying eggs. Knock the nest down. Try to make it a place they don't want to build a nest. And that helps a lot with bird mites, but it's something you have to treat for all the time because the mites are in the area. They're where you live. And so it's just like, how do you keep ants out of a house? How do you keep spiders out of a house? How do you keep crickets out of a house? How do you keep bugs that live around your house out of your house? You have to treat your house regularly. Once a month, treat it every month. If you treat your house on the first Monday of the month, treat it every first Monday of the month. If you treat your house today, which today is the fourth Wednesday? Fourth Thursday. Today's Thursday. Fourth Thursday every month, treat it every fourth Thursday of the month. That way you get it at exactly a 1 month intervals, and that's very effective to get rid of mites. But you need to treat it all the time. And you'll know when it's time to treat again because you'll start getting bit again. So, let's see. My son has been waking up with what we think are bites, but my husband and I have nothing. I did a house yesterday. So I treated a house yesterday that had a horrible bed bug problem, and she didn't have a mark on her body. She had people coming in to help take care of her. She's an older lady, and so people come in and kind of help take care of her while she's in her house, so she doesn't have to go in like a nursing home or something like that. And the lady that actually comes in and does the in-home care found the bed bugs. She has no marks on her body, but her bed is infested. They were pretty heavily infested. On a scale of 1 to 10, about a 7. So it was pretty heavily infested house, but she didn't have any bites on her at all. I don't react from bed bug bites either. So just because you're not reacting doesn't mean you don't have bed bugs. But just because you're getting bites doesn't mean you have bed bugs either. So there's lots of things that will bite you that will leave bite-like marks on your body. Bed bugs, mosquitoes, ticks, fleas, carpet beetles, ants, spiders. Actually spiders are really bad right now, and it's really common for me to get calls from people thinking they have bed bugs, and when you go in their house they have spiders. I actually did this a couple weeks ago, like 1 or 2 weeks ago. I went into a house in Lynchburg, Virginia, where the lady had spiders. She thought she had bed bugs, but when I looked under the bed and actually inspected all around the bed, I found lots of those teeny tiny spiders living under her bed. So we treated for spiders instead of bed bugs, and that took care of her problem. So it's not always bed bugs. Sometimes it's spiders. Don't assume just because you're getting bug bites at night. I mean, you got to think, if you're laying in the bed at night and the spiders are living under your bed and they're coming up and they're biting you in the middle of the night, then you're going to get bug bites at nighttime, because that's where the bugs are. You're in your bed at night. Don't assume it's bed bugs. It may not be. I'm doing the couches, beds, frames this weekend, then doing a month later. That's what I would recommend. Let's see. Shalin says, Crossfire worked great. I had a terrible infestation. Took 3 treatments, not a sign of them. Yeah. See, that's where you have to treat once a month for three months. And that's 3 treatments. That's what I used to do years ago. I've done that with Crossfire. When I first started using Crossfire, I did not trust it as a pesticide. I did not think it would work. I've had other chemicals that people claim, oh, it'll work. Only 1 treatment's all it takes. I just assumed that it would not work. And so for a couple years after switching to Crossfire, I still did 3-month treatments. I would still require people to have me come out once a month for 90 days. And you go through my channel and find my old videos. A lot of my old videos recommend once a month for 90 days. Because that's the way I used to do it. I didn't start doing one-time onlys until just within the last 5 years. But I've been on YouTube for almost 9 years now. It's been like 8.5 years, 9 years. Has it been 9 years? It might be 9 years now. But 8 or 9 years that I've been on YouTube. Now, I just tell people what it takes for me to kill bed bugs. But that doesn't mean you'll get the same results I get. Results may vary. Like they get put on a shampoo bottle. A B&G sprayer, highly recommended. The cheap ones are garbage and easy product. Yeah, B&Gs are good. I like B&G. Just to show you, let's see. If you go to, let's see if my video will come up here. Let's see. Do I have a B&G link on here? Oh, let me show you something. All right, I'm licensed in the state of Virginia to purchase Crossfire. Let me show you what they've done. There's Crossfire. Okay? Oh, they will deliver it to me now. Well, I found out the other day, someone called me and said they would not deliver Crossfire to me. But now they will. So this one will. Amazon apparently is iffy, and sometimes when you go to Amazon, you can't get Crossfire. If you live in Virginia or other states, they may not ship to you. But let me see here. Do I have... And let me look and see if I can find my other links here. YouTube. See, it wants to play my voice. I don't like that. All right, let's search bed bugs. Bed bug. All right, there's my bed bug course. Let's try this one. Well, all right, and go to more. I always tell people to click more at the bottom of the screen. There's a B&G. There's the link there. So if we go there, there's a B&G. Look at how expensive that is. That's an expensive thing. It's a good piece of equipment, but most people can't afford that kind of price. So, take for it what you will. I always get the one with the 18-inch wand, though. That's the one I usually get. That's the one with the 9-inch wand, little short one. But I always get because I like a long. It makes it easier to work with it. But you'll never have to buy another one. I still have my original tank. When I started my company, I use it with Crossfire. And my green lidded one, I've had for probably 7 years, and I still use it every day. So they last a long time. But those little plastic ones, good luck getting them to last a year or two. They don't really last. But that's a B&G. But if you go to, let's see if we can find a link for Crossfire here. Crossfire pesticide link. So the very first link is Crossfire. If you click that one, it'll take you here to Do My Own. So if you can't get it on Amazon, a lot of times you can get it through Do My Own through the same links. So I have it all available in the description of most of my videos. Apparently, I need to update my live videos so they say the right thing on them. So, any questions? Anybody have any questions? It's been on here for 20 minutes. If you're new and you've never seen me before, probably because I stream at nighttime. Usually I stream after 9 o'clock when my babies are in bed. I've got a 2-year-old, a 5-year-old. I have got an 11-year-old, and my oldest he's almost 20. He's moved out, but the little ones, when they're here, I usually like to put them to bed. But Charlie's upstairs. He's doing his schoolwork because we homeschool, so he's doing his schoolwork. And my youngest is actually taking a nap. So I'm like, while he's taking a nap and Charlie's behaving, I'm going to jump on and do my live stream early. So I'm not sitting here going, oh, I'm tired. Oh, it's been a long day. Because that's kind of annoying when you're sitting here and I'm trying to have a conversation and answer questions, and I keep getting interrupted by yawning. I figured it's 5 o'clock. I'm not going to bed yet. I'm not tired. I can get on here and answer questions. I don't use SteriFab. Did I have SteriFab listed? No. I have it for bed bugs. I mean, not bed bugs, bird mites. So here's the thing. Let's do a drawing with Jason. Let's see. Will my pad work? I wonder if it'll work. Because that would be pretty cool if it works. Let's see if I can get this thing to work. Oh! I'm clicking all kinds of buttons here. Hold on a minute. Let's open Paint. Because I got my little drawing pad to work. Alright, so the way to get rid of bird mites, let's do some little explanation here. I'm gonna try to explain it to you what you need to do. Alright? Bird mites come from birds. So first, birds bring the mites. Or they're already in the soil living around the house because there's birds there. Alright? So step one. Okay, step one. Eliminate nest. Dyslexia. All right, step two. And birds. Actually, let's eliminate the nests and the birds. Okay, because that is the number one thing you have got to do. Now, if you have chickens around your house, you need to move their coop. All right? It's too close. It's too close to the house. If you're getting bird mites from your chicken coop, the chicken coop is too close to the house. You need to move it away from the house. Okay? I have chickens, but my chickens are far away from the house, so they're not going to come in and bring their bird mites around my house. That's very important. You need to eliminate the nests and move the birds away from the house. Okay? Step two. Clean the areas. All right, what that means is if you've got an area where there has been a bird building a nest, you need to clean that area. Now, to clean the area, I use SteriFab. That's what I recommend to clean the area. SteriFab is mostly alcohol. It's got a little bit of like soap and stuff in it too. But the reason I use SteriFab, it's really safe. The reason I recommend using it is because it's safe. It's safe to use. You can use it. It's not going to stain your wall. If it's on like a cedar home or something like that, it's not going to stain anything. But you use it and you wipe down the area really well. Now, you might get mites on you. You might get them on your arms. Wear gloves, okay? Wear gloves so then you can take the gloves off and throw them away. All right? You use SteriFab to clean the area that you remove the nesting material from, because the bird mites will still live in and around the nesting area. They will still be there. The eggs will be there. The mites will be there. So you need to clean that area. If you do not clean that area, you will not, it'll be a lot harder to get rid of the bird mites. Then you want to treat. Now, this is not just the house. This is the area where the nest was. Step 3. All right, you need to treat the area. This is where the nest is, actually where it's at. After you've cleaned the area and gotten a real good cleaner and cleansed the area of the mites, now you need to treat the area. The reason we treat the area is because if there's any remaining infestation that you may not have cleaned away, you treat the area to kill any remaining infestation. It's just really important. This is what you have to do. If you do not do this, you will not get rid of your mites, okay? Then you want to come in the house and you want to treat the house. Now, when you treat the house, those areas are baseboards, windows, window trim, and door trim. Okay. Now, when I say window trim and door trim, it's around the outside. So, like, let's draw. Now, this is where the drawing comes in. So, let's go to a pencil, and we're going to do this. All right. So, let's say we have a window. All right. This is going to be your window. Okay. There's your window. All right. The areas that you treat on the inside of, this is the inside and the outside, the same way, inside and outside. All right. On the outside of the window, you primarily want to treat, let's see, I wonder if they've got a different, I could use Photoshop, but that takes so much resources. So the places that you treat on the outside of the window is here, on the outside of the window. Okay. Around the outside. On the inside of the window, you treat the window sill, which is going to be here, right there, on the inside. So you pull your blinds up and you treat that window sill right there. And you can also treat around the inside of the window, around here, and here, and here, on the inside. You don't treat the glass. You don't treat the panes, like the pane, any of this. You're just treating the entry points, because where a window slides up and down or opens in and out, that's where the bugs are going to come in, is around the crack where the window seals against the wall of the house. Okay? Those are the places you treat. And on the outside, you treat around the outside edge. That's all. That's all you got to do. Around all your windows, and the doors are the identical. Same way. You treat the door the exact same way as the window, inside and out. And that will kill the mites when they come in the house. Now, it doesn't kill them fast. It's not instant. You know, if you take a Tylenol for a headache, you don't expect your headache to disappear immediately. Okay? It takes a while. And when the bugs crawl through the chemical, imagine that they just took a pill. And it's just going to take a while for them to die. Okay? They don't die immediately. So you may still have bugs crawling around in the house dying. That's completely normal. That's normal. But that is how you get rid of bird mites. I have to put you in timeout because you're just spamming the channel, and that's obnoxious. So Nikki has been timed out because they're I don't know, something wrong with them. Probably just got out of school. All right, so let's see here. Finally caught your live. Thank you for the videos. Unfortunately, I have a high rise for disabled elderly. I just found bed bugs at the end of July. Exterminators are doing a proper job. 7 apartments are infested. On my floor alone, I'm losing my mind and desperate. Also in living here 5 years with my cats, never ever been bitten. I believe we have something else as well. I brought in sticks from outdoors for crafting and soaked them in hot water and cleaning agents. I wonder if I brought in the mites as well. I mean, it's possible. But if you live on a high rise, they get pigeons, and pigeons are really bad for bird mites. Buildings have to try to keep pigeons off of the buildings all the time because the mites, not only that, their droppings destroy the buildings. They're really bad for a building. And so usually high rises do get mites because of the pigeons. It's more of a pest control have to go out and they have to try to make it discouraging for the pigeons to live there. So I'll show you what they usually have to do is they will bird proof devices. So the type, see these little spikes? They'll put these little spikes along the tops of a window or along the top of a building. So when the birds come and try to nest there, or they just try to land there and roost there, they won't be there. And that has to be done. If that's not done, the birds will continue to come to the building. And even sometimes I have actually seen birds actually still roosting in these spikes. They don't always work. They work a lot. They do, lower the chances of having birds on your building, but they don't always work. Sometimes you have to use ones like this, you see, to try to keep there's different designs out there, but that's usually what they have to do on I pushed the wrong button. I'm not going to the bathroom, but usually that's what they have to do to keep birds from roosting on a building. But bird mites don't come from squirrels. Squirrels bring other types of pests in the house. Squirrels themselves are pests. They can bring fleas and stuff like that. Hello there. Saw you recommended on Reddit. I'm surprised people are still recommending me on Reddit. I was banned from Reddit. I'm not allowed to help people on Reddit anymore because the people that own the bedbug Reddit are a bunch of jerks. And they don't like professional advice because I go against a lot of professional advice. I tell people not to use diatomaceous earth. I tell people not to trust a heat treatment because they're not successful. And because I say those things, they don't like me on Reddit at all. But not that I'm bitter, because I'm not. I really don't care. It's just one less thing I have to do because I try to put on too much. And it actually was a good thing I got banned from Reddit. I don't have to handle Reddit anymore. It was a lot to try to keep up with Reddit too. After seeing your last evidence of bed bugs, can you claim yourself to be bed bug free? Usually 30 days. 30 days with no evidence of bed bugs, it typically means that you're bed bug free. If you see any after 30 days, it's usually because you've reinfested yourself or allowed somebody to come over that brought them over in the first place. A lot of times people will bring them into your house, like house guests will bring them in on their clothing, on their shoes, and you may not even know who brought them in your house. What I recommend is people that, have bed bugs or get bed bugs and don't know where they're getting them from. You can always meet out on the porch. You can go to a restaurant. You can go out to the mall. There's lots of places you can go and hang out. Don't carpool. Don't put them in your car. And you can still be friends. You can still, you can still go out and socialize without bringing people in your house. I know people like to have, friends and family over, but if you're continuing to get bed bugs, it might be better not to do that. So I have to log out of Steam because it keeps giving me a bunch of messages saying, hey, your friends are on playing this game. So I gotta turn that off because it's obnoxious. Is my mic correct? Okay, I'm just making sure I've got the right microphone here because it's peaking a lot today. And usually it doesn't do that. Do ozone generators work for bed bugs? No, they don't. They don't work for mites either. There we go. Pop filter's messed up too. Everything's messed up. I didn't spend enough time trying to get my stream together. Let's see. The reason I don't recommend using diatomaceous earth indoors is because it's a silicate and it causes lung irritation and silicosis. I did a video that on it and I proved why you don't want to put it in your house. But it's it's like less than a minute long. Let's see. I was told it's 99% effective. No, it's not. Heat treatments are not 99% effective. That's a lie. That's called a lie that's pushed by a salesman. That's what a heat treatment is. A heat treatment is a lie. Now, I'm not saying heat treatments don't work. They work sometimes, but they're absolutely not 99% effective. That is a lie. That is not true. If that's so true, they should guarantee it. And usually they'll only guarantee it for like maybe 60 to 90 days because they give themselves enough time until until the bugs start to reproduce again, and then all of a sudden it's outside of your warranty period. That's the heat treatment guarantee they give you. How can I talk an exterminator into using Crossfire? You can't. You can't talk an exterminator into it. If they don't use it in their business, they won't use it. It's very difficult to talk people into using a pesticide. There are other chemicals that will kill bed bugs. Crossfire is what I use. You got to look at it this way. You can get the same job done with a hand screwdriver that you can with a power drill. All right. You could get an electric screwdriver that will get the job done a lot faster and a lot more efficiently, okay, than a hand screwdriver will. So I use Crossfire because it's just really good and I like it, and I've had really good results with it. But there are other exterminators that use other pesticides. For example, Apprehend. Apprehend is not a horrible pesticide. The only reason I haven't incorporated Apprehend into my bedbug regimen, one, Crossfire still works, and two, it's a mold spore, and I don't trust mold spores on people's beds. I would rather there be more research and more applications done with it before I decide to use it in my business. I'm a lot more careful about using new chemicals. Crossfire was out several years before I tried it in my own business because I didn't trust that it was a good product until I saw people were getting results with it. You see what I'm saying? People are getting results with Apprehend. It's a really good pesticide from everything I've seen. If for some reason Crossfire starts to not be as effective, I will probably move over and start using Apprehend because I've seen really good things with it. Just because I use Crossfire and someone else doesn't does not mean they won't get rid of your bed bugs. And that's the truth. So now I don't recommend every consumer to go out and get Apprehend and use it because Apprehend's a mold spore and there's a lot more that goes into using it than Crossfire to be effective. You're not going to be as effective because it takes a lot of specialty type equipment to even apply it right. And that's why, I'm trying to do things. I'm trying to explain to people how they can do it effectively. I don't want you to just use Apprehend and then it not work because it doesn't work like other pesticides. And Jennifer, you don't have to mod if you're driving. Please don't. please don't. Please don't play on your cell phone while you're driving. Do I have to be your dad and tell you not to drive while using a cell phone? Unfortunately, I know the bed bugs have come from my stepson visiting. Their mother has them for 2 years, but we only got them 6 weeks ago. Not having them visit isn't an option. I agree. Then you have to treat preventatively. That's what you have to do. I have customers that work with in-home nurses. I have in-home nurses that work with people that go into houses with bed bugs. They can't not work. It's their job. So what you do is you treat your house, you kill your bed bugs, and then you treat your house on a prevention. And that way, if bed bugs reinfest or try to reinfest, the idea is that they get into the chemical that's already there and they die. So you don't end up with an infestation again. I've noticed 2 different types of Crossfire on Amazon. They both are MGK marked. Looks like logo is different price. Okay, so let's look. If we go to Amazon and we search Crossfire, okay, so this is what we come up with. All right, there's Crossfire and there's Crossfire. These are the same thing. This comes with a pair of gloves, okay? There's Crossfire. That's the same thing. It's a different label, but it's the same thing. Like, see this label here? This label here is a little different looking than this label here, but it's the same thing. There's no difference. This is a gallon. This is the same thing as this, but this will mix 10 gallons of chemical. I don't recommend buying this unless you're in the profession like me. I buy that. I buy a gallon. Every time I buy Crossfire, I buy a gallon because I do so many bed bug jobs, I go through Crossfire pretty quick. But I don't buy 13-ounce bottles because I would have to have crates and crates of these things to keep up with the amount of bed bug work I do. All right. So they're all the same. This is all the same. Now this is Harris. This is not Crossfire. This is pre-mixed Crossfire, but it's not Crossfire specifically. It's a Harris product. That's MGK. That's MGK. Okay. But if you go to MGK's website, let's see, MGK pesticide. All right, let's go to their website. This is MGK's website. So let's go to products and let's scroll down and let's see if there's Bedlam. That's for bed bugs. There's Crossfire. All right, let's click the Crossfire. That's what they show you on their website. See, that's the new bottle. That's what it gets now if you buy it. But the Amazon bottle here, like that gallon, that's different. That looks different. But it's the same. That's their new bottle. That's the way they package it now. This first line right here, that's 13 ounces. It's fantastic. I love it because it just right out shows you exactly how much you need to mix. It's fantastic. I love the new bottle. I couldn't talk about it more. It's a good bottle. But that's what I use. See, you can find a distributor right here. And so let's see. Let's go with, all right. See, these are the different people that actually distribute Crossfire. These are all the companies you can go through. There's Target. That's who I go through. That's my people. I order a lot of stuff from them. But there's all kinds of different people that you can buy Crossfire from. But this is if you're licensed. More than likely, these companies here will not sell to you unless you're licensed. So, but if you buy it on Amazon, you don't have to have a license. Like a pesticide applicator license, because I have to have one in order to operate my business. I have to have a pesticide applicator license. Our 16 floor, let's see, there's at least one apartment, if not more, on our floor. Let's see. I have a horrible nail biting habit. Don't ever start. It's not good. I live in California. Please consider adding the Crossfire that comes with rubber gloves to your Amazon affiliates page so that us live in California can buy it from your affiliate page. Do they require that you have gloves to buy it? Because you don't have to have gloves to use it. Let me show you why I didn't used to wear gloves when using Crossfire. Okay? All right. There's the label. Now, when I say the label is the law, like I do, let's see, if I do my setting up stream, see how I've got up there, it says the label's the law? Now, this is what I mean by the label being the law. All right, let's look. We're going to look at the label. We're going to look at the label. This is the label. Now, we're not talking about this little sticker that sticks on the front of the bottle that says Crossfire. This are the directions of use and how to use a chemical. Okay? PPE, or personal protective equipment, what you're supposed to wear is right here. This is what you're supposed to wear in order to apply Crossfire safely. Long sleeve shirt, long pants, shoes, and socks. That's it. All right, applicators and other handlers must wear long sleeve shirt, long pants, shoes, and socks. Nowhere does it say a mask. Nowhere does it say gloves. Nowhere. Doesn't say that. It's not there. But let's do this. Alpine WSG. This is another pesticide I use. Okay? Let's try to find its PPE section. Sometimes it's right at the front. It's always on the label somewhere. Let's see. Let's just do, fine, Control F. All right, so this says remove PPE immediately after handling this product. Let's see. It doesn't say. All right, so let's look. Let's just search glove. Oh, there we go. There we go. All right, this is the PPE. It doesn't have a section. Like Crossfire is great because Crossfire actually has a personal protective equipment, but Alpine does not. So it has a place right here, okay? It says right here, wear long sleeve shirt, long pants, socks, and shoes, and chemical resistant gloves. See? It tells you to wear gloves. Now, Crossfire doesn't say you have to wear gloves, so you don't have to wear gloves because they don't say you have to. That's PPE. Do you understand the difference? They tell you what you need to wear in order to use the pesticide safely. I always wear gloves when I use Crossfire because I always wear gloves. The thing is, if you get used to wearing gloves every time you apply pesticide, then you'll always wear gloves. It's not a problem. So you shouldn't have to buy the gloves, but I can put it on my affiliate. I think it is there though. Let's see. If we go to Amazon, Amazon.com, green, shop / Green Acres Pest Control LLC. And there's my page. And if you go here, oh, it isn't there. Sure enough. Yeah, I can put it there. I can put it there. If you want me to put it there, I will put it there for you. Let's see if I click this, if it'll send it to me. It will now. They've changed it. Well, I'm glad because I like to buy my Crossfire on Amazon. It's cheaper. You see the price? $40.10. That's cheaper than other websites I bought it from. So I always buy from Amazon. It's cheaper. Anyway. If I have them change into clothing from my home as soon as they arrive and vacuum pack their clothes they've worn to mine as soon as they arrive, is that enough to stop reinfestation? Just wash their clothes. But you really should treat your house. You really should. It does take 10 minutes to treat your house preventatively. It's easy. It's not like you have to turn everything over and do everything. Preventative. All right, let me show you the difference between prevention and, so let's go here. All right. Bed bugs. Bed bug extermination. Okay? So let's do a list over here. We'll do a list right here, and we'll say with bed bugs, and then we'll do a list over here, prevention. Okay, the two different ways to treat. Okay, this is two different ways to treat. If you have bed bugs and you're trying to eliminate your bed bug problem, the places you want to treat are mattress, box spring, and let's just say all bed frame parts. Okay? Also, sofa, recliners. Let's just do all of it. This is going to be easier. Baseboards, crown molding. All right, let's just see. Can I make this bigger? Okay, so there you go. Let's just do that. That's like the basics. All right, those are the places you have to treat. Okay, bed bug prevention. These are the places you need to treat to prevent bed bugs. Let's say you've already had bugs before, you've already eliminated them, and you're just trying to keep from getting reinfested. You can't avoid the people that are coming in your house. They have to come to your house. Like if you have a nurse or you have children that you share with another spouse or an estranged spouse, however you want to say it. These are the places you treat to prevent them, okay? You treat your baseboards, bed feet, box springs. And that's just the bottom of the box spring, bottoms. So what you do as you go in through the house and you're treating the baseboards and you're treating the bed feet, stuff like that, you just angle the sprayer so it sprays up underneath the box spring. That's it. You don't have to take the bed off the frame. You don't have to treat between the mattress and the box spring. You just treat the base of the box spring as you're treating through the house. Now, if you have a bed skirt on the bed, like to explain what a bed skirt is, because some people don't know what a bed skirt is. Bed skirt. These things, if you've got one of these things on your box spring, you got to lift that up. All right, you have to lift it up. And usually what I do is if I go into a house and I'm practicing preventative pest control and I'm trying to keep bed bugs out of the house, then what I do is I'll take that thing and I'll tuck it in. I'll tuck it in all the way around, and then I spray the box spring and then I pull it back out. And that way the box spring is treated and it's covered for bed bug infestation. And then you treat up underneath the lid. Now, if it's something that's gonna contact the chemical, if it's actually really tight to the bed, like something like this, where it's really tight up against the bed, I'll leave it tucked in. And I'll just tell the customer, when it's dry, just tug that out and you're good. You know, you see what I'm saying? That's all you have to do. So prevention is a lot easier than elimination. So elimination is going to require a lot more because, I mean, if you look at this, you got to treat a lot more places when you're doing an elimination than if you're doing a prevention. I mean, you've got to take your furniture apart. You've got to flip your couches upside down. It's a lot when you're doing an elimination. But when you're just trying to prevent the issue, it's a lot less places you have to treat. It's a lot less places. You should also treat, I'll tell you what, another place. Like if you've got your children, so if you are sharing custody with someone and they're coming to the house, you should also treat your car. You should also treat your car for extermination if you're trying to get rid of them. Because you got to think, if you take their backpacks and their luggage and stuff and you throw it in the trunk of the car, if the trunk of the car is not treated, the car will get infested with bed bugs and you'll travel them back and forth that way. So treat your car. And that's it. That's it. It's a lot easier. It's an awful lot easier to do it that way. When you're trying to do prevention, it's easy. You don't have to take everything apart. There's no reason to, because you got to think, if you're bringing bed bugs into your house, the first place, all right, so let's say your children come in off the school bus and they drop their backpack beside their bed and the bed bug falls off in the floor. Where's the bed bug going to go? It's going to go up the bed leg, but the bed legs have been treated. Like I said, the bed legs are treated. You see, the feet of the bed, they've been treated. So if the bed bugs crawl over the feet of the bed to climb up on the mattress or the box spring, they have to go over this first and they die. But if they get past this for some odd reason, the box spring bottoms are treated and they have to crawl over that to get to the mattress and they die. So prevention is easier. But if you're trying to eliminate a house that's already infested with bed bugs, you've got to treat all these places because more than likely all these places have bed bugs living there. So you have to treat those places to kill that problem. So I know that was a long, drug out explanation, but I felt like that's what kind of needed to be said to explain it the correct way. What is your recommendation for electrical outlets? Obviously, I don't want to spray liquid crossfire. Don't treat them. Just don't treat them. You don't have to. Like I said, if it's not on this list, you don't have to treat it. Okay? You don't have to treat outlets. If you do treat outlets, you need to dust the outlet, but you don't need to dust the outlet. You don't need to treat the outlets. If your bed is touching the outlet, you've already treated the mattress. You've treated the box spring. You've treated everything that touches the outlet. So don't treat the outlets. You don't need to. I haven't treated outlets in years. Years and years. I don't. Now, I do treat outlets sometimes for cockroaches, but that's because cockroaches live in the wall, and sometimes that's the only way you can get the pesticide to them, and I use bait. I don't use liquid. You don't need to treat your outlets. Don't do that. I purchased Orthomax in the first week in. I wished I'd seen you then. I have to wait until October to get Crossfire. Well, October's next week. That's not that far away. There's 31 in chat, only 14 likes. Yeah, I agree. Y'all should like the channel. Like the video if you like it. I keep thinking all month, I need you to come to me. I only treat Virginia. So most of the people that follow me on YouTube, they follow me from out of state, and I can't help you. That's why I have YouTube, to help you with my knowledge, and so you can do it on your own. But I can't travel outside of the state of Virginia to do pest control. It's too much of a risk to my business, and I can't do it. It's the way I feed my family. Now, if I were licensed in a different state, then I could practice in that state. Kind of like being a doctor. Doctors can only practice in states they're licensed in. Or a lawyer. Pest control is the same way. You can get in a lot of trouble if you go and try to treat outside of your normal state of operation. I thought I had bed bugs and went through 4 bottles of Crossfire, still infested. They look like grains of salt. That's not bed bugs. And the bite like a hot needle. That's not bed bugs. And they're getting in your nose. That's not bed bugs at all. You're not getting bit by bed bugs. Bed bugs do not look like grains of salt. I have bed bugs. Do you want to see what bed bugs look like? This is alive. This is alive. I have to be careful because my wife doesn't like it when I pull out the bed bugs, but she's not here. Shh. We won't tell her. Okay? Can you see it? He's alive. Or she. She's alive. She's not going to move for me. But yes, that's a bed bug. This is a little, these are some more. Let me show you some more. It auto focuses, so you got to give it just a minute. It don't want to focus on them, does it? But yeah, those are bed bugs. All right, do you want to see? Let me show you a comparison. All right. Y'all all know what this is. This is a domino, okay? Most people know what a domino is. To give you an idea of the size of a bed bug, that's how big a bed bug is, okay? See, it's alive. He's giving you a good show now. That is a bed bug, all right? That's a lot bigger than a grain of salt. That's a bed bug. There you go. That's what they look like. I got these yesterday. The lady looked at me really weird. I said, hey, can I take those home? And she's like, why? I was going to kill them, throw them away. I said, because when people ask me, what do they look like? I like to show them what they look like. So that's why. So you guys know what they look like. So let me take them and put them back in their baby bottle. Because it's not enough that they're in a plastic bag. They got to be in a bottle too. Because you never know, they might get out. I'm just saying, my wife, she's very picky about me letting bugs loose in my office. She's like, you can't do that. Don't do that. So, there you go. That's what they look like. If you've got grains of salt biting you, it's not bed bugs. In fact, I have a very hard time believing that you have grains of salt biting you at all. There's very few bugs that will bite you that are that small. And they won't get in your nose, and they won't, even like mites and stuff. Mites are small, but they don't look like grains of salt at all. They look like ticks. They look like micro ticks, like little super teeny tiny spiders is what they look like. But they don't, they're all uniform. They're all the same. Little round miniature arachnids is what mites are. Mites are arachnids. Can I treat with Crossfire behind an exterminator? It depends on what the exterminator's using. You may waste your money, but it depends on what they're using. Thank you so much for that explanation. Makes a lot of sense. I was thinking my life would forever be spraying Crossfire in all the extermination lists. Out of my country. Yeah, a lot of people are. Canadians have a hard time buying neonicotinoids. They're pretty restrictive up there on what pesticides you can even buy. America has definitely got better help and knowledge with bed bugs than the UK does. Well, the thing is that they have different ways of dealing with them in the UK, and they outlaw a lot of things that they shouldn't. They really just want you to hire somebody. There are countries out there. With the United States of America, we have a lot more, and this is not me trying to say we're better than everybody else, because I think that everybody's different. The government officials in these other countries would rather you hire a professional to do the job. That's what they want you to do. In America, I believe the government wants you to hire a professional to do the job too. But if you want to try it on your own, well, yeah, by all means, you can. And so that's the difference in the United States and other countries, is that the government still wants you to hire someone like me to do it. But if you want to try it, that doesn't hurt to try it on your own. And so that's why you have the freedom to try it on your own if you want. But if you're going to, start getting money for it and start, telling people I'm going to do this for a certain amount of money, well, that's when you have to go through licensing, and that's when you have to make sure that you're actually legit. Because you can't just go and take people's money if you don't know what you're doing. Let's see. I'm grateful you alone helped us eliminate a flea infestation last year in a property we had purchased. We were beside ourselves till we found your channel. Good. I'm glad. I tell people everything about my job. I don't care if people go and do my work. My roommates are having me do full treatments every month for prevention. So I switched to Alpine WSG for 60-day residual, but we haven't seen bugs since the Crossfire treatment in January, February. That's good. It sounds like you've eliminated your bedbug problem. Brittany says, hi, I'm dealing with bedbugs in my home. They are in my carpet, bed, and couch. They're not necessarily in the carpet, but they will live around the edge where the carpet meets the wall. Kind of throughout my house. I'm going to get Crossfire. Is there any advice you can give me? Yes. So the places you want to treat are the mattress, the box spring, all bed frame parts. So the headboard, footboard, bed rails. Okay, all of the parts that make the bed. You want to treat sofas, recliners, baseboards, and crown molding. You do not need to treat your entire carpet. That's not needed. Just the part of the carpet that meets the wall where it meets the baseboard. That's really the main place that you want to target. The nymphs do not look like grains of salt. The nymphs are a pale brown, tan color. In fact, I can show you what the nymphs look like as well. I have a picture on my iCloud. Let's show you. If it will log me in, it's probably going to require that I do a code and all that stupid stuff that they make me do. Yep, and they did. I got to approve it. Okay, we want to trust that site. Let me show you. I'm trying to find it. It takes a little bit to find the pictures. Oh, there it is. This is my favorite picture. I show a lot of people this picture. I have copied this picture so many times. It's probably on my hard drive somewhere, but it's easier to just pull it up on the iCloud. So this is a picture of bedbugs. Okay. I like to use this picture because every single stage is in this picture. So when people try to come on and they try to say, well, this is what I know bedbugs look like, I'm like, nah, that's bullshit. Let me show you what they look like. Let's zoom in. Okay. That's an adult. That's the bug I just showed you. All right. That's what I just showed you. Okay. This is all. Do you see any bed bugs here that look like salt? Not a single bed bug here looks like salt. Now, this right here, that's an egg casing. Okay, that is an egg casing. The eggs are about the size of a third of a grain of rice. They are not hard, they're not grainy, they're not gritty like salt. They're not. You can't feel them. I gotta change positions. I got a bad back. Sitting here is painful. All right, so bed bugs are not gritty. They don't feel like salt. They don't look like salt. They are a third of the size of a grain of rice. This is a bed bug here. This is a nymph right here. Okay? This little one right here, that's not the size of a grain of salt. Okay? So the nymphs don't look like salt. If I saw that on my food, if I took my salt shaker and went shake, 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 shake on my food, I would not, and that came out of the salt shaker, I would not think that was salt. That does not look like salt at all. It's tan. It's brown. Salt is white or black. I mean, you can get black salt, but most people know of salt as, like, you know, Morton salt, you know, like, or sea salt or pink salt, you know, not like that. This is not salt. This is a bug. If I took this and sprinkled it on my food to try to season my food, I would think, why am I pouring bugs on my food? That's what bed bugs look like. That's bed bugs. Okay? None of this is salt. None of this remotely looks like salt at all. All right? So, hopefully you understand now. Let's see. I've had to buy Crossfire from America. Can't find a UK stock. Stockist Pest Control told us the chemicals in the UK are called spray and pray because praying is better results than what they spray. That's correct. That's true. That's true. I've heard of that. I've heard of people spray and pray. A lot of exterminators spray and pray because they don't know what they're doing. I don't know what to do to calm them down, but I'm glad you talked about prevention because I'm going to do that and tell them I did more. It's so taxing. At least Alpine WSG helps with fleas. It helps with fleas and it helps with bed bugs too. I use Alpine as my prevention for bed bugs. If someone calls me and they need preventative treatments, like on my Airbnbs, my VRBOs, my rentals, if they don't have an active infestation of bed bugs, I typically use Alpine. That's what I use. So, let's see. I'm from Spain. There's one neonicotinoid that is allowed here called acetamiprid, but it's pretty. I think it's pretty weak. I had the idea to mix with. Not sure if that would be a good idea. I'm not going to tell you to mix pesticides together if I'm not familiar with the pesticide. I don't want you to make yourself sick. One of the things about bed bugs is the places you have to treat are typically places you're going to be exposed to, and you don't want to use just any type of pesticide on your furniture. This is why I tell people not to use diatomaceous earth, where a lot of people are like, oh, it's so safe, it's so safe. I want to show you guys a video because I've noticed that a lot of people are not subscribed to me, even though they come and they watch my videos and they see me on my lives and all this. They aren't actually subscribed to my channel and they don't get a lot of my content. So let me show you a short I just made. I want you to watch this, okay? So let's talk about silicosis. I want you to understand what kind of dangers you could be putting yourself in when you're applying diatomaceous earth all over your house, okay? I'm not telling you not to do it. You should understand the risks. All right, pause at any time if you want to read any of this. But asbestos-related conditions, silicosis is what, see, asbestos. All right, you know what asbestos is, mesothelioma, stuff like that, okay? This is what silicosis and other lung diseases. This is what's caused by inhalation of silicates, like what's in diatomaceous earth. These are all things that are found. I'm linking all this stuff to you to show you it is legit, okay? Natural food grade products, percentages of naturally occurring crystalline silica in it. It can contain very low levels of crystalline silica dioxide. All right, so what I'm saying in this video right here is that diatomaceous earth, all right, right here, However, it can contain very low levels of crystalline silicon dioxide. Silicon dioxide is a carcinogen when you breathe it into your lungs. Another, asbestos is also a silicate. All right, they're of the same family. It's like glass. It's like glass or sand, okay? When you breathe it into your lungs, you are causing damage to your lungs. Now, food grade, or what they consider natural grade DE, the kind that it doesn't have as much crystalline silica in it, still has some. It always has some, okay? You can't get rid of all of the crystalline silica. You can't. It's not possible. And so when you're taking and you're inhaling silica, which is also in Cemexa, Cemexa is also silicon dioxide. That's what it is. It's a silicate. You don't want to breathe it in your lungs. It can cause permanent lung damage and similar diseases to asbestosis or mesothelioma. Okay? It's the truth. This is what happens when you put that stuff all over your bed and then you sleep in it and you're breathing it in and it's inside your house. Now, I'm not saying not to use diatomaceous earth. You could use it in your lawns or whatever. I'm just saying don't use it in your house where you're living. It's not safe. It's not safe for you. That's all. Now, the pesticides I use, you can buy. You can buy them. They're safe. You don't have to hire pest control either. You can do your own pest control. And you can get rid of your bed bugs. Safe and effective. And not hurt yourself. And not risk your health. That's why. I mean, I hate to beat a dead horse because I go on and on and on and on about diatomaceous earth. And I get, mainly because I get these let me see. Can I show? I want to read. I'm going to read a comment. I wonder if I can screenshot it and show people the comment. It's on the diatomaceous earth video. There it is. I allowed it. I allowed it. Like, I can delete the comments. I don't have to let a comment stay on my video. But some I do because they entertain me. They're not right. They're stupid, but they're entertaining. So I leave them there. And a lot of times I'll tag them so everybody gets to see it and everybody can laugh. I wish I knew where that one was. Man, it just came up. It just came up. I just approved it today because I read all my comments. None of my comments are available. YouTube needs a better sorting system, honestly. If I could sort by the most recent, which you can't really sort by it, what people do is they will read through the comments on a video. Like, let's do this together. Let's go look at my videos together. So this is what I see. So if I go to my videos, all right, and I go to this video right here. This is about food grade diatomaceous earth. Why DE won't work on bed bugs. It doesn't say, or when it won't work. What to do when it doesn't work. All right, let's go to that video.
Try.
All right, let's show you the comment section. All right, this is the comment section down here. Okay. Still doing the good work. I get a lot of positive comments. This may not have as many negative comments. But see, when I go, I've replied to several of these comments. And what happens when you're a content creator and you're dealing with comments, you can't like sort from one. Like, see how this one's already had a reply and this one right here has had a reply? If I go through and I try to sort by the comment with the reply, I can't find it. It's really hard because people will go through and they'll read these and they'll get to one way down here at the bottom and they'll reply to it. And then I can't actually see it. It's a pain in the butt to try to find it. But, man, I wish I could. I really wanted to read that to everybody. I was like, oh, I should have screenshotted it right then so I could read it to you guys. But, apparently I work for Monsanto and Big Pharma. That was what the guy was trying to say, which I don't. But anyway, I wasted some time trying to find something I knew I couldn't find. Let's see. Thanks for all your videos. Very informative. I just started spraying a week ago. So you only want to do once a month, Kevin. People all over my building are using DE in hallways and in front of their doors and on walls, baseboards, and the walls. See, it's not safe to do that. It's not safe for them. It won't, if it's just in their apartment, it won't hurt you. But, if it's in your apartment, what people will do is they will put it all over their bed. They will put it all over their bed. So, and I can prove that too. I can prove that. Okay, that's not one. Let's see. Let's just sort by pictures because I think I can sort by. Can't. Man, I wish I had that. That's a good picture though. Oh, there we go. There it is. All right. Look at this. That's their bed. Okay, now, albeit, this is a waterbed frame. Okay? And they have a mattress they lay in here. But they have taken that mattress up. And they have put about a dump truck load full of diatomaceous earth all over their bed frame and all over the bed. And it was all over the mattress too. I wish I had gotten a picture of that, but it was all over the mattress too. But this is what they do. This is what people do. And I was here because this was not killing their bedbug problem. Okay? They had coated their entire bed in diatomaceous earth and it was not working because it does not work. But what it does is it makes you sick from laying in it and breathing it every single night. That's not safe. That's not safe. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. That's not safe. Here's another one. I'll show you this one. There's another big, huge pile of DE that someone put on their bed thinking they were going to get rid of their bed bugs. And it didn't work. I had to go and I had to treat because it didn't work. And it's not safe. This picture here is also of diatomaceous earth. This is on a hassock. All right. This is like an ottoman in the living room. You see this spot? This is where my tank sat. I set my tank there. And I sat it right there. That's why it's a complete round circle. Because I sat my tank on that ottoman. That's diatomaceous earth. Oh, now this is in the living room. The guy, not only did he do that to his bed, right here, this is his bed. That is his bed. That was his mattress, his box spring. That is his ottoman in his living room. So not only is he sleeping in it at night, he's got it all over his furniture in his living room too. This is what people do. And that's not safe. That's not safe. It's not smart and it's not safe. It will hurt you. Okay? I don't want you to hurt yourself. I want you to be safe. Can you suggest a safe treatment for ants in outdoor plants, flowers? Thank you so much for what you share. You have to be careful what you put around your plants because you don't want to kill pollinators and stuff like that. Usually exterior, I've got a video on ants. I just would recommend probably going and watching that video. So let's go ahead and minimize these pictures. I might have to bring them up again. But if you go to my channel, I just recommend going and looking at my ant video. So just search ants. And right here, how to get rid of ants. Just do that. That'll work. And I think I go over outside too. But I've got lots of videos on ants. Lots of videos on ants. So let me share this Oops. This is my ant video. Okay. DE triggers asthma. Yeah, it's real bad. Yeah, it's bad for cats. It's bad for dogs. Veterinarians are finding that it's causing lung issues with their dogs and cats because people will take it and put it all over their dogs and their cats, and they breathe it in. Cats especially, because they're actually licking and grooming into their fur, and they're breathing the DE into their lungs. It's not safe for them either. Not good for your lungs. Not good for your eyes. Not good for mucous membranes. People will eat it, but they're finding now that even eating it can cause problems with you. So I don't recommend that either. I'm not a doctor. I can't, if your doctor has told you to do it, follow what your doctor says, but I'm not a doctor. I can just tell you, I know for a fact that it causes silicosis. I've read the research. I know it does. And I posted it. I showed it. It does. From the, what was that? What was that place? I can't remember now, but anyway, just go watch my shorts on Diatomaceous Earth. Oops, what have I done? Accidentally grabbed my video. Sorry about that. Is it right now? I think it's right now. Okay. Let's see. Terrible for your lungs, terrible for your eyes. Let's see. You can get it. Let's see. I love how informative you are. I just sprayed about 2 weeks ago. I haven't seen anything since, but I'm going to get another bottle next month and treat just to be safe. People at my workplace have them. Oh yeah, you're going to need to treat. Is a cheap sprayer from the hardware store work? Sometimes. It depends on the sprayer. I used a Chapin 1 gallon, and I thought it was a pretty good sprayer. I talk about it in I don't recommend ones from Amazon since I started using, Chapin, but mainly because, and it has nothing to do with them because they don't pay me. But if you go to my channel and just search sprayer, I did a series right here on Amazon. Not very many good sprayers from Amazon at all. But this one right here, let me show you. I'm going to share this. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to post it. This is the sprayer that I have used that actually works. So I recommend that one. I do recommend that one if you're going to do your own pest control. It's a really good sprayer. So you can go watch that video and decide for yourself if it will work for you. It's cheaper than a $400 B&G. Thank you so much for pointing me another of your videos for ants. Oh, yeah, anytime. Let's see. My neighbor has fleas. They have 3 cats, and one is very old and can't tolerate most medicines, but he's also very allergic to fleas. Is there a product you would recommend on the cat? I can't. The only thing to do is maybe talk to a vet. I can't really I can't prescribe medications for pets. It's not my job. If the cat has allergies, then you really kind of need to get the cat to a vet to discover what it can and can't be exposed to. If I had a cat that had problems with allergies, especially to flea treatments, I would take it to the vet. That's the safest bet. Even better than me mixing my own chemical and putting it on the cat. It would be better to take the cat to the veterinary clinic and find out what we need to put on the cat. So, but to treat in the apartment, I use Alpine. That's what I use. But you got to get everybody out of the apartment. So what you do is you get Alpine WSG. Let me show you. I got a video on that too. In fact, it's probably one of my #1 videos. Let's do that. Let's do videos, and we want to sort by most popular. There it is. 7th most popular video on my channel. That's what I recommend for fleas. Go watch that video. It's a good video. So, I hope I helped you. I know I'm not very beneficial because I don't understand a lot of foreign pesticides, but I try my best, Elrond. But there's a lot of questions I can't answer because I'm not familiar with what you are and are not, allowed to use in your country. I just don't know. I had a roommate use a bunch of diatomaceous earth with my dog right there. I was livid. She was messed up that night, shaky breathing. I had to take her to the vet. It was a lot of yeah, it does. It causes problems with breathing. It does. If you have a problem with bugs, you should really subscribe to my channel. I know we talk a lot about bed bugs here, but I've got videos on everything. And maybe this is a personal plug for my own stuff. But ants, spiders. See, I've got videos on spiders. This is all, if you search right in this bar, it searches only what's on my channel. There's spiders, all right? Rats, okay? There's how to keep mice and rats out, okay? Mice. I got all kinds of videos on mice. You see, I show how to use steel wool to keep mice out. All kinds of videos on mice, all right? Let's do stink bug. It's time for stink bugs right now. I got videos on stink bugs, okay? Let's say springtail. Because springtails are something you don't hear about a lot. I got videos on springtails, okay? It don't got a lot of views, but actually that's got 43,000 views. Holy cow, I didn't know that. But, you know, I've got all kinds of videos on all kinds of pests. Cricket, all right? I've talked about crickets, beetles, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in pest control and you want to know about how to get rid of bugs, I don't talk just about bed bugs. It's just that's what most people know me for, is bed bugs. I mean, this used to be called the Bedbug Show, but I just changed it to the Bug Show to explain to people I know a lot about bugs. I've been killing bugs for 35, 36, 37 years, long time. So I know a lot about lots of bugs, not just bed bugs and roaches and fleas, but I know about lots of bugs. Lots of bugs. I don't know if I got box elder bug. Let me see. Do I have box elder bug? No, I don't. I don't have box elder bugs. But I should do a video on box elder bugs. It won't get very many clicks because most people don't know what they are, but I should do one. I got to become a member? Yeah, become a member. So I did change some things about my membership on my channel. So if you go to my community tab and you scroll down here, it says, oh, see, Symbolic just became a member. See? Hey, Symbolic, just became a member. So what that does is you've got 3 different tiers. You've got supporter, follower, and student. They all get the same benefit. There's no different benefit. It's just the supporter is $2 a month, the follower is $5 a month, and a student is $15 a month. And that's just if you want to support what I do and you like what I do, you can. And that's what that's for. But you get access. Now, if you're any one of these, I do have videos that you can't see unless you're a member of the channel. But most of them are personal videos about my own life and things that I've done that really don't pertain to pest control. I have one video. If you go to my playlists and you go to my bedbug course right here, and you go to the second video right here, it'll say, join this channel to get access to members only content like this video and other exclusive perks. And this video is the best way to treat your home for bed bugs. You get access to this video if you pay $2 a month. And that's because I'm going to start putting my courses on YouTube rather than on Udemy. I have the #1 bedbug course online, and I'll show it to you. If you go here and you go to my course on eliminating bed bugs, this is my #1 course on bed bugs. You see, it's $55, but for $2, you get access to the newer content, and it's cheaper, and it'll help more people. And so, I mean, I've got like, I think 600 students, now in Udemy. It's a lot of people, but I think it's better to get it for $2. So that's why I started putting my courses up on YouTube, and it gives me the ability to add stuff easier than Udemy. So anyway, and I can just put it up there. It's there. Let's see. Is it possible to have bed bugs for over 6 years but never see a bug? That's not possible. It's not possible to have bed bugs for 6 years and never see a bug. Let me show you what 7 years of bed bugs look like, okay? 7 years of bed bugs. Let's go to my channel. Hey everybody, this is Jason Akers again with... Really? Is that who you are? All right, we're gonna go to videos. All right, we're gonna go to popular. Oh, let's go to shorts and popular. This is my most popular bed bug short ever at 428,000 views. This is 7 years of bed bug infestation.
This is a bed bug infestation. So this used to be a chair. A chair used to sit here. And just to give you an idea of how bad they are, these are all bed bug casings. All of them. I mean, there's piles of them. Piles.
It looks like someone spilled Rice Krispies all over the floor, doesn't it? Like they just went and dumped 2 or 3 boxes full of Rice Krispies. Watch.
Of them. Oh my goodness. Everywhere. Just to give you an idea of the kind of things we as exterminators deal with.
Now you look there. You see that cord? That's poop. That is bed bug poop, where they've been crawling along those cords. This is 7 years. 7 years.
This is an infestation that has been going on for a very long time.
Now, see, that's a live bed bug right there. There's a live one there, right there. This black, that's their poop all over this place. I mean, that's a fire hazard just by itself. That's a fire hazard. That's 7 years. There's a live one right there. There's a bed bug right there. You see, it's crusted on. It's really, really, really bad. Really bad. That is 7 years of bed bugs. If you've been having bed bugs, or you believe you've been having bed bugs for 6 years and you don't see any signs of bed bugs, you don't have bed bugs. That's 7 years. Okay? You don't have bed bugs. You got something else biting you, but you don't have bed bugs. So, and yes, Brad, I am early. I am early because I don't like sitting here falling asleep talking on the mic. And my little baby, my 2-year-old, he's 2 now, he's almost 3. He's asleep. He took a nap. And so I jumped on here while he was taking a nap and figured I could get my stream done early and I wouldn't have to worry about cutting it early tonight. I've already been here for an hour and a half. Last week, I was only here for 40 minutes. I couldn't sit here any longer. That's all I could do. But this gives me an hour and a half. So I've been sitting here a lot longer and helping a lot more people. And so I just got here early. And I'm going to try to do this at least once a month, probably on the last Thursday of the month. I'm probably going to jump on early if I can, because I don't usually schedule work on my 4th Thursday, because that's typically like Thanksgiving and Christmas and stuff. And so I just try not to schedule regular streams on those. I mean, like regular work on those days. So I usually have that day free. Now my son, he worked all day today, but I didn't work today. I didn't have any work come in today, but we got a hurricane coming up through Virginia anyway. And so we don't get a lot of work around rainy. You don't really work in pest control. Yeah, I do bed bug work like this. I did this yesterday. I did a bed bug job like this yesterday. And that was because it's inside. You know, you don't have to worry if it's raining because you're killing bed bugs inside the house. So, but anyway, I am actually going to cut that short. It's been an hour and a half. I don't stream longer than an hour, but I've been here for an hour and a half, try to make up for lost time. But you guys have a really great day. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and play you out with some music. Let me see if I can find my playlist here. And I will see you next week. Y'all have a great one. I appreciate it. And like I said, if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to leave a comment or a question below. Check out my other videos. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay? Y'all have a good one. I'll talk to you later.